there, viewers, and welcome to another episode of the show Marital Vow. It is often said that action speaks louder than words, so it's Marital Vow. Marital Vow is not all about married people, but to enlighten the mind of single people who are thinking on making that commitment. We also talk about the problems some relationships are experiencing and how they overcome those obstacles. Today, I have with me in studio Bernice D. Bobo. Our topic will be on communication, how important it is in relationship. I'm Veronica Carter, your presenter. Let's take a break and be right back.
Nicole, do you take Sean to live together in the union of marriage, to take him as your best friend and partner in life?
I do.
Sean, do you take Nicole to live together in the union of marriage, to take her as your best friend and partner in life?
I do.
Welcome back on Marital Vow. So, Bernice, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Can you tell a little bit about yourself so my viewer can know you?
Actually, my name is Bernice Daima Bobo. I work with the Liberia Immigration Service at Santa Robert International Airport as General Shift Supervisor.
So we have a big person in the house in our studio today. So our topic is basically on communication in relationship. What do you think about communication in relationship? Because nowadays our relationship is like up and down.
Actually, when we talk about communication, let us first look at the meaning of it, right? Communication is the act of giving, receiving, and sending information. Yeah.
In relationship.
In relationship.
Okay, there is a simple way in communication. Some people say communications helps to expose or to give out to yourself your needs and your want. And it brings understanding in relationships. When there is no communication, there can be absolutely no understanding. What do you think of that?
That's quite correct because actually, like I said, communication it should also be with information because whenever there is lack of information in relationship or communication in relationship, that relationship may have a mixed understanding because if you are not communicating with your partners or with your fiancé or your husband, that relationship will not last. And in communication, it will also help you to avoid confusion.
Confusion. So you're trying to say like communication is very important in a relationship. Don't we say the importance of communication in relationship because it brings understanding to the relationship. It make you to flow with words. It make you to know your partner, who that person is to you. It create a healthy relationship. Communication is important in any relationship.
Yes, because another thing, it helps to build a trust, right? Like for let me just give you an example. When it comes to communication in relationship and lack of communication.
Okay.
Okay. Like for instance, I got my fiance, right?
Okay.
And then I works with Liberia Immigration Service. And then people know that or the world know because I most often post on Facebook for people to know my relationship. Now even though I'm not married yet, but anytime come I'll be getting into that.
Okay.
Right? Like our commissioner general, maybe he want me to represent or he want me to do something that will be the will not be like on immigration sir, or he wants me to like go and represent immigration out of the country, and then I have my relationship. Now he will not only inform me alone because he know even though it is my duty, but I went at the academy and I took an oath
Okay.
to save life and property as law enforcement officer, right?
Okay.
But you should also know that I have somebody who is at my back, watching my back on a daily basis. Like he is not part of the institution, but the world know him, right? But then he want me to do something to represent. The only thing he can do for me that would be best to write my fiancé to say, oh yes, I want my officer to go and represent immigration or to go and represent so and so at any given time. But then within that, it might not be in a short period of time.
Okay.
Because in communication, I got a family and I got my relationship. So it will not be like today, then you take me or just like that and say, oh yes, I want you to go and do something. No. You have to write me or you have to write my husband. If you are not able to take that communication to him, okay, I will do that to have him informed earlier that I'm going to represent immigration. I'm going to represent certain institution at any given time. Ain't getting me? So that communication, when I meet my boyfriend or my fiancé or my husband, he will accept. But now where he wish maybe I got a day to take, like I'm leaving tomorrow, then you inform me tomorrow or you inform me today. It won't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that brings us to clear communications, because in a sense that there must be a clear communication. Even if somebody in the communication is not clear, for example, they invite you to a party, say, okay, sweetie, can we go for the party? If your fiance say no, that's no, because the communication is not clear. That's not to clear communication. Like people always say that man is the head of the home, but don't forget that the Bible says men should love their wife and women should respect their husband. But sometimes people abuse that. Especially for some men, they don't communicate at all. They feel that, okay, I am the head, I can do things at any time. That is not clear communication.
That is an abusive relationship.
Okay.
Because it won't even help to strengthen or give respect to your partner, right? To be specific, communication has to be at any given time.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it was not or listed, or it was not written down to say, oh, there was a specific time that was given to communicate. Right now we are communicating, right?
Okay.
So that communication makes it very important to you and I. What more about the relationship?
Okay, because some men, they in a habit that if woman say, okay, honey, I want to talk to you, then the woman will say, and this is not the best time. Men always say that thing, right? This is not the best time for us to talk. And I'm busy. They always busy. And we should also learn that if you want to communicate with your partner, think about what you want to say. Don't you think? You have to sit down and meditate on it. Think about what you want to say. And be straight to the point. Be clear of your communication. That also bring in peer pressure sometimes, because there are relationships that the woman or the girlfriend are afraid of a man. Have you seen relationships like that? When they say, oh, your sweetheart coming, the person putting the set in order. I don't think relationships should be like that. They should be free with one another, right?
Even as that, you will also make not even the wife, but even the children. The children that you got home, being afraid of you as an husband, it will not be good for the children also. At times, it even bring trauma, right? Like, okay, you got your husband and your children. Now, since the husband, you guys and you don't have that courage, or you don't have that time to communicate with him, just because you are afraid of him, or just because maybe that may lack of certain thing. That may lack of certain thing. So you will be afraid to communicate. It will not help to build your relationship. It will not help to strengthen your relationship. It will also make your children to even to have a greater experience with friends, with other people, maybe the community. It will not, they will not have that broad knowledge.
I tell people what you establish in your single life and in your let's say loving life, I call it boyfriend and girlfriend life. If you marry, some people say, okay, leave the person, when they marry, they will change. I don't believe that statement, that if someone married, they can change. Because why you started, they will change.
That's why you cannot just get into a relationship just like that. Whenever you get in our relationship now, because we are in a 21st century, right?
Okay.
our relationship does not base on our forefather or the ancient day relationship, because our forefather during those days, our mothers don't have it right. Some of them that family marriage, family relationship. Maybe you can, okay, you see like the child coming or the person coming, you go to the other family. Oh, I love this child. They will keep that child until, and let me just say, you will not deprive that identical, that what days now, you will not deprive that person to say, or you will not force them into that, because during the time of our mothers, our aunts, they don't have a chance to determine, they don't have a chance to, their eyes are not open to choose, their eyes are not open or even communication like today, you and I, we let me guess, we're in a technology world,
Okay.
right? Everything now we do, it is on the social media, we got phone or Facebook phone, we got a lot of things that we deal with to give us that broad knowledge in relationship, when it comes to building our relationship, when it comes to building our marriage. So it will not be like before. Now getting into a new relationship, I will not get to you because of maybe sympathies for my family. Then I love to you. No, I will not do that. You know why?
No.
I will need to understand your family background, and also your attitude, and the way I will see you handling things. If I know that you are mature in giving out, and then myself will give in. Because if you are not mature in giving out, you will not be successful in anything, right? You will not be successful.
You know, Bernice, we have something in relationship that some men cannot say sorry, and some men cannot accept wrong. Instead, they change the topic. But before we go there, we'll take a break and be right back.
Your marriage is the foundation upon which you will build the rest of your lives.
It's safe with me. It's safe with me. Thank you for saving my heart. Forever, my boob. I love you.
I promise to stand up for you, to stick by you, to fight for you, and comfort you. I promise to be there for you always, and these vows I swear, not just because I love you as my partner, but also because I like you as my best friend.
Nicole, do you take Sean to live together in the union of marriage, to take him as your best friend and partner in life?
I do.
Sean, do you take Nicole to live together in the union of marriage, to take her as your best friend and partner in life?
I do.
Welcome back. We are still yet on the show called Marital Vow. Our topic today is communication in relationship. Like I was saying before we go for break, I said some men don't accept their wrongs. Even you can communicate with a large extent, you will see some men wrong you and you try to tell that man, oh sweetie, this is what you did, this is what you did. Instead, they will, no matter how you express your grievances, they will never and ever say sorry. And you know what they do sometimes? Excuse me. And you know what they do sometimes? They go out there, buy you gift and bring it for you. But they refuse to say sorry.
Yes, because let's just say it depends the way the relationship started, right? Maybe somebody will kind of tell me say they love me. You will not tell like what we used to do when we were small, when your boyfriend come and tell you say, oh, somebody tell the other person I love their person. Then what we used to do, your first thing you would your feeling, right? Your dislike and your like. You would express it to that person. Then that person will get an understanding that yes, they my fiance or they my girlfriend and knows that person dislike. But then if asking you what is your dislike and your like, you will tell me. But then if I know that in your dislike, you are not there to say sorry to me at any time, maybe you wrong me, and I know for which at the time that you came across me and I asked you what is your like and your dislike, you was not able to voice that one out, and you want to tap new thing, new attitude into that relationship. The only thing I can do, I will try to work it out. But if I know that cool, I will let it go.
Yeah.
You know, living thing in relationship make the men to get that kind of power. Say, she will just talk, you will not go nowhere. So how long it will stay? How long it will stay for? You know, the people can say you can get feel like a September bomb. What they were told, that kind of rain, all of a sudden it stop. But relationship always need clear understanding. The woman or the man should not bring topic. You're not in that topic. It just stop to that kind of thing. And you know, then allow. So it gave the man the clue or the woman the clue to always do it. So long there is no clarification, it gave them the clue to always do it.
But then I hold you right there. Okay, in that, maybe if you have work on it and then you alone cannot, solve that problem within, then you let the family to know. That's why communication is important. And communication is not only one side, it should be balanced, right? So maybe you have been communicating with, you have been discussing, or you have been giving advice, you have been talking to him, and then he can't desist, or he can't want change from that habit. What you do is to communicate with the family. Let the family to understand that XYZ over the past years you have been experiencing so and so attitude in this individual, and for which you cannot continue, right? But that does not give you the right to leave your relationship. Still communicate. Fun means discuss it with other people. You will get idea. They will give you idea to work on it. Your one cannot able to do it. You need advisors to come on board who will tutor you in that.
So people, the show is called Marital Vow. But before we go, we have few advices here that we want to give you in the relationship. Bernice, what advice you get to give the people out there about communication in relationship, how good it is, and the major role it plays in relationship?
Yeah, actually, a lot of relationship have had so many issues when it comes to a good relationship, right? Because if you want to build a relationship, if you want your relationship to be very much strong, if you want for your partners to respect you, always learn how to communicate. Always learn how to respect that your fiancé, your husband, or your boyfriend. If you want to be somebody in life, always hold on to your relationship in communication. If you don't want to be like others who will say, oh, I will not take it. Oh, they may he this, he that, I will not take it. That relationship, if I say you're not even get a good partner, you will not get somebody to be with. But always learn how to respect your husband. It will not be clear at times, but you can make it clear. Like a regular said, the women host relationship more than men. Not all men has that opportunity to voice things out for you to. At times the man can see you with your friends, and he does like that idea, but he will not just come up with that, because some women, men will come to tell and say, oh, I don't want you and a friend to be together. But then because they build that intimacy relationship in their friend, they will not even like to respect their husband or their boyfriend or either their partner. At the time, they will not want to give respect to that boyfriend. And I want you guys to avoid that. Avoid that attitude. If you want to be with somebody tomorrow, like where you will to build a good legacy, you always have to advise yourself in true communication. Advise yourself for your relationship to be strong. Advise yourself for you to build that confidence within yourself to say, yes, my relationship is all what I have. Somebody will bring news to you. Don't listen to that. No. Communicate with your husband. They will not bring misunderstanding. They will not bring confusion between you and your husband or your boyfriend. No. Tell that person that, leave me alone. Let me get to my husband, because he is the one that approached me. You were not there at the time that he came to tell me that he wants me. You were not there at the time that we were planning our marriage. You were not there at the time that we were, doing. But always tell that person that I will just leave it. I will handle it with my husband or my boyfriend or my fiancé.
So like Bernie said, you are not there when you So you see, communication is important in relationship. Communication plays important roles in relationship. You should always learn to get clear understanding. Think about what you want to tell your partners. You guys need to discuss it and find a common ground. And to the man, you guys have to end topic. When you start a communication, you guys have to end that communication before going to another thing. To not involve third party or second party in the relationship, it can break relationship down. You guys have to communicate. When you see people today make 20, 30 years in relationship, that's communication, that's trust, that's love. Do not allow your phone to cause problem. And this is how we come to the end of marital vow. The topic remains communication. We will end it next week. Just in case you want to sit on the program or you have something to say, you can call the number 0776 60 61 99. I repeat, 0776 60 61 99 or 0886 654299. I repeat, 0886 654299. And her name is
Bernice Diamond Bobo.
And I'm Veronica Carter. See you St. Thomas's Station. Marital vow.
Your marriage is the foundation upon which you will build the rest of your lives.
It's safe with me. It's safe with me. Thank you for saving my heart. Forever, my boob. I love you.
I promise to stand up for you, to stick by you, to fight for you and comfort you. I promise to be there for you always, and these vows I swear, not just because I love you as my partner, but also because I like you as my best friend.
Nicole, do you take Sean to live together in the union of marriage, to take him as your best friend and partner in life?
I do.
Sean, do you take Nicole to live together in the union of marriage, to take her as your best friend and partner in life?